Yowza, yowza, yowza. Well, we're still missing a plane. The Malaysian flight is nowhere to be found. They find something off of the coast of Australia, but if you look at it, that off the coast is closer to Antarctica than it is Australia. So by the time the planes get there, they got about 15 minutes worth of fuel to look around, and that's not quite enough to find anything. It's probably at the bottom of the sea, although there will be many who will tell us that it was taken by a UFO. That's why they had the turn, because they were being shadowed by a huge spacecraft. Or they went into an interdimensional rift, but they're gone no matter what. March Madness. I don't know much about basketball. The only time I watch basketball is the last 2 minutes of any game. I figure that's really all that you need to watch. But Warren Buffett, $1 billion to whoever has the perfect bracket and picks all the winners. Makes me want to work even further on my time machine. If you had a time machine, you go ahead, look at all the winners, write them down, bring them back, hand it in, you get $1 billion. Now that's worth building a time machine for. Now I have 3 things to build a time machine for. The first will be this $1 billion. The second one was I was going to go back and stop them when they said, "Hey, Neil, why don't you sing one?" And then, of course, I would stop whoever said, "Hey, let's all work for a living." Man. But I found something that disturbed me terribly. It's a lie, a deep, dark lie that has been thrust upon us for hundreds of years, thrust upon us as children. Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall, and all the king's horses and all the king's men couldn't put Humpty together again. Nowhere in that rhyme is the word egg used. How did we decide Humpty Dumpty was an egg? Is there some scrambled egg cabal that lives in the mountains that has thrust this upon us? It's a lie. Humpty Dumpty could have been anything. And how tall was the wall? If it was a normal human being whose name happened to be Humpty, if he fell, say, 80 feet, chances are no horses could put him back together. They only have hooves, for God's sakes. They can't handle the instruments that would be needed for surgery. These are some of the things I think of, especially as we head into the first weekend of spring. Oh, dear God, great googly moogly, it's going to be in the 50s. The sun's going to be shining, and we best be picking out, porking out, and freaking out to the best of our God-given ability, because it is here, the first weekend of spring. How long have you waited for this? Remember all those times your back was aching and you were shoveling and you go, "God, if it was just spring." Well, here it is. It's now. And you've gotta, 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 gotta. Here comes Peter Cottontail up and down the bunny trail. Gotta, 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 gotta. Gotta, 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 gotta. Wigout.